Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome to another episode of Train with Triddy, and today I've got another awesome interview for you. One of the guys representing New Zealand at the CrossFit Pacific Regionals this weekend, May the 26th to the 28th, and I've managed to sit down and ask him a few questions on training, things like nutrition, and some tips in there that can help you become a better athlete as well. And basically just to motivate you, help motivate you on your fitness journey, and to help you hit any other goals that you might be going for, whether that's regionals, whether that's wanting to just become a better CrossFit athlete or just a better athlete in general. James Connew is his name, and really excited to bring this to you today. He's got a lot of value. He's got a cool story as well of how he's been able to overcome obstacles and be able to now perform at a high level and become very successful at it. So yeah, that's all I've got to say. Let's get straight into the interview. Hope you guys like it. Please like and subscribe on YouTube as well if you like it, and also share it with someone out there that you might think might help them on their journey too. So that's it from me. Let's get straight into the interview, and let's go. Welcome everybody to this episode here. I don't really know what to call it, but it's a Me and As interview with the Me and As fella. Good CrossFit fella. Been around a while for it seems for years now. First heard of him last year. I think I caught up. First time I met this guy was last year, and really good dude. So I wanted to get some thoughts from him and get just to know him a little bit better and share his kind of story and how we got to where he is and how he's been so successful. So guys, I would like to introduce you to James Connew. James, just a little bit of a background about yourself, bro. Where you're from, where you grow up, how you got into CrossFit, just a little background about yourself, bro.
Kia ora. Yeah, bro, so I was born and raised in Hamilton. Lived here pretty much all my life, apart from when I was in my apprenticeship and stuff. I moved around the place a bit. Originally, family's from Rotorua, so hail from there. But yeah, pretty much born and raised in Hamilton. Ended up back here, working, living.
Yep. And where do you train out of, bro? What's your box up there? What's your home?
What's my home gym?
Yeah.
CrossFit 3216, bro. I've been there for a couple of years, so that's around Hamilton East way. I floated around for the last few years. I started CrossFit in 2012. I started at CrossFit Tarapa. Then I was there for about a year, and I moved on to CrossFit Taurus, which was just around the corner. And I was there for a year, then I moved to CrossFit 3216. Then I was there for a year, and then I moved across to CrossFit Kotahi, because 3216 closed down for a bit. And then opened back up, and I ended up back there again. So yeah, man.
Who's the head coach there?
So Andre Alipati, he's the head coach, man, and him and Anna, his wife, and then I do a bit of coaching there as well.
Oh yeah.
So Andre and I split the classes half and half, pretty much. Yeah. He does mostly all the morning classes, and I do all the evening ones.
Oh yeah. Do you still work outside of coaching in that, or?
Yeah, so I'm part-time electrician at the moment, because I just finished up my job in December, so I've been an electrician for the last 10 years, and then just Christmas just gone, I decided I'd had enough and I quit. And I was supposed to be starting, actually, the reason I quit was because I was supposed to be starting at the fire service at Auckland Airport, but I ended up failing the medical in January. So I was supposed to start in January, but they didn't clear me because of my asthma.
Oh, damn, bro. Guys, does that affect you in your training, and how are you, like, because it's hard for me, I know I've got asthma, but how do you perform at a high level when you still got asthma?
It's not too bad now, man. Like, I was diagnosed when I was young, so as a kid I was in and out of hospital all the time for asthma, but I guess slowly I kind of grew out of it. I mean, it still affects me sometimes, mainly when it hit real cold weather, or if I get asthma or I get sick or something. Oh, if I get sicker, then it brings on asthma and stuff, man. But it doesn't seem to affect me with exercise and all that, so it's cool. It's all good.
I mean, I get the same, bro. As soon as the cold snap comes in, then I start breathing heavily.
Yeah.
Then,
The change in temp definitely affects the lungs a bit, but yeah, I guess over the years, CrossFit's pretty much helped to reduce the effects of the asthma.
Because, bro, I was doing a bit of research on you. I saw you did an interview with Multi TV a couple of years ago, and you used to be a smoker or something.
Oh yeah, bro. So when I finished, actually I was about 17 when I started, so I was smoking for about 5 years. And then when I finished school, moved to Auckland, I just partied and drank, and I just pretty much smoked full time. It wasn't a great idea because I'm an asthmatic, so that brought on my asthma real bad actually. So that kind of 5-year period, my health was pretty bad, and I ended up in hospital about 3 nights because I had a bad chest infection because of my smoking and being asthmatic and all. I could barely take 2 steps without stopping for a breath. So it's kind of what I felt, what emphysema would feel like. So I was up in hospital and I need to go toilet. I walk halfway to the toilet, I have to stop, catch my breath, and then go again, stop for a rest. Yeah, and just on the way, just walking at a slow pace to the toilet, man. So I was in there for a few nights, and the doctors and all the interns and that were doing the rounds and just coming in and lecturing me about being the youngest person here. Like, I was in a ward with 70, 80-year-olds, you know, in the respiratory ward at Waikato Hospital. So they pretty much said, look around you, you're an idiot for smoking and being, because you're an asthmatic as well. So, yeah. So after that, I just stopped cold turkey and just started hitting the gym, you know, doing the beach muscles, pumping chest, bis, tries, whatever. And I got bored of that, man, and then I started up CrossFit. So that was my brother-in-law. He was a head strength and conditioning coach for Waikato Rugby Union. Yep. So he's like, oh, come down to the Waikato Stadium, man. I'm making these rugby guys do this CrossFit thing that I found. So anyway, man, I turned up there 5 a.m. one morning, and we hit out a couple workouts, and yeah, pretty much rest is history. I just got hooked from then. We're just doing it. I was doing it everywhere in my backyard, just at random gyms in Hamilton, down at the stadium. And then not long after, the first CrossFit gym opened in Hamilton, which was CrossFit Tarapa. And yeah, and then we joined up there. My wife and I joined up there, and that's it. 5 years later, still going. Yeah, that's right. Because your wife are recently married, right? And she's going to regionals as well, too, right? Yep. So this is her 4th appearance. How regionals. How's that, bro? How was, like, you know, both of you are, like, you know, high level athletes. Now, how does that fit into your life? Is that like a crazy busy life, or? Yeah, we're a pretty busy lifestyle, bro. But in saying that, we make time for stuff. You know, a lot of the time, we're always going around training together places. So it's only busy in the sense that we have to get all this training in and that, but it works out well because it's not just me going off and training all weekend. You know, she's always there with me, so we're together all the time, just training and yarning and talking shit. pretty much. So it's cool, man. It's awesome having someone there along the way, you know, same journey you're on, just trying to get as fit as possible pretty much and have some fun while doing it, eh?
Couples trying to get us together, eh?
Aye.
But and so I remember you telling me you were the first time I met you, and then I just looked at your Instagram. You were like the fittest in New Zealand 2015, and then you had a year off because from an injury, right? What happened there?
Yeah, man. In 2015, actually, during the Open, I hurt my wrist pretty bad. I actually done it when I first started CrossFit back in the days, and I never really got it seen to, but I made it even worse just constantly training on it, and then I had a bad injury. I can't remember what I done. I think it was some type of barbell injury, and so I had like scapholunate ligament damage, the queer veins, so that was just inflammation of the thumb tendons, and I couldn't front rack properly, so I had a sprint on 2015 before regionals, so going into 2015 regionals I couldn't test any of the workouts because I had the splint on, so all I was doing was rowing and squatting and everything. And then obviously I took it off for regionals and it kind of made it a bit worse. I came back, got a cortisone the day I got back, which helped it. Took all the inflammation down. I had about 6 or 7 weeks off after that, and then I was training again hard, and I got to about November of 2015 and it started playing up again, man, and I just thought I should give it a year off. Like, I've been pretty hard on the body. The old CrossFit's pretty hard on the body, so and I'm not really one to rest too much when I am injured, so I thought, this year's probably a better time than any to have a rest and try and get my wrist healthy again.
Yeah. So I guess.
Yes.
So since you've had that year off, bro, and then now this year you've made it back to regionals, how's it? Because I know from once you get an injury, you get a step back, and then you got to come back and again, and then try and make the cut again. Bro, how has that been for you? Like, being able to how did you overcome your injury to be able to, qualify for regionals again, this year? I learn a lot of people trying to make regionals, it's quite hard for them. But, for you, overcoming an injury, talk us through how did you overcome that and be able to perform again at a high level again and then be able to make the cut?
Yeah, well, pretty much, that year off, it was good for the headspace too, man, like, because CrossFit's a never-ending season, as well as giving that injury a rest, it was kind of giving the mind a rest too, it's takes up so much time, man, and it's a lot of mental exhaustion, like doing that day in, day out, into the gym, home when it's dark, leave when it's dark.
Yeah.
But, so this year I was really unsure, man, how it was going to go. Like, after 2015 and then having last year off, I was like, I'm just going to have some fun, try and remember why I started CrossFit was to just work out with people and have some fun, man. And so I started finding the fun for it again, and then I realised, shit, I actually want to go back to regionals. So I started training pretty hard. I ramped it up in January. Just started training hard again. Thought I want to make it back. So, that was my thought process going into it, was that, I would really like to make it back there. And I had a pretty long break. So I think it was just enjoying the process this time, which helped me just, get through and make that final cut. But I was really unsure of how it was going to go, because it'd been a while since I'd done any competing around, New Zealand, Australia, apart from like November last year. So I'm not too sure. And every year, everyone gets fitter, faster, stronger. Some new people come out of the woodwork. So, yeah, man, I was pretty stoked to make it.
Another question for you, man. What do you think? What do you think it takes to be able to perform at this high level? You know, so talking to Michael Makare, he's been to regionals for 4 years in a row now. You've already been there yourself. Bro, what do you think it takes to be able to, keep performing at that high level, all the time, and being able to, when the open comes around, that's the time you've got to perform? What do you think it takes?
It definitely takes a lot of commitment, man. Like, it's a lot of training you have to really train for the open now, like in past years you could kind of just get by training not specifically for the open, but now I think, man, you have to like train hard with high intensity a lot to try and get that same intensity that you can pull in the open, So it's a lot of commitment, a lot of hours training, a lot of times where you're hating CrossFit pretty much, or hating training. So you just got to have a lot of mental toughness, I think, man, is probably one of the biggest ones. I'm just going flat. Yeah, mental toughness, bro. Just for the sheer fact that it is hard because, some gym by yourself, no one else is around, you're putting in this work, you don't know why you're doing it. So it's having a clear goal, I guess, and having a clear goal, just being mentally tough and enjoying it as well.
You talk about mental toughness, bro. Do you do anything about that? What are some tips or strategies that you do for your mental toughness?
There's nothing I really practice for mental toughness. It's just, for me, it's like a thought process, I guess. I'm always thinking when I'm doing the workouts or something, like, it's only going to hurt for a little bit, so you might as well make it hurt now and rest later,
Yeah.
So it's always, mine's just all about thought process. While I'm working out, I actually don't mind hurting, so I'll just kill myself trying to do as best as I can,
Yep. Is there, do you have any, like, mantras that you say to yourself? The one you just said before, it's only going to hurt for a little while. Do you have any other one?
Yeah, I always tell myself, like, all or nothing, man. Like, shit, if I'm here, I'm going to just give it everything. So all or nothing is what I'm always thinking in my head. If you're going to go half by, then just don't even do it at all, man.
Me. A couple more questions, bro. Don't want to hold you up for too longer, but what's your favorite workout?
From regionals or just in general?
Just in general, bro. Just.
Probably Amanda.
Oh yeah.
975, muscle ups and squat snatches, just straight up. CrossFit couplet.
Yeah.
Good quick workout, man.
What's your favorite lift?
Snatch.
Yeah. What's your max snatch?
123. Yeah, 123, bro. Yeah.
Nice. Do you have any? What's your thoughts on nutrition, bro? Do you eat whatever? Are you on a plan or?
I have been one that didn't really believe in nutrition before, but actually over the past 8 weeks, so it's when the open finish, I started the RP strength, and it's the first time in 3 or 4 years I've actually PB'd like my pressing movements, my bench press, my strict press, push press, and I've been way more consistent with my lifting. So, and yeah, so that has changed my thought process a lot. So doing RP strength, it's just pretty much, it's good food, but it's kind of like if it fits your macros, and it's a set amount of carbs, proteins, and fats per day, but it's all based on calorie balance and timing of nutrition. So yeah, pretty much I eat a lot of food, and the quality's pretty good at the moment. Generally though, on the off season, I I eat anything.
Yeah. So you're saying that nutrition has helped your performance?
Yeah, I think it has, man. Yeah. So eating more has helped me lose weight and get stronger. It's weird.
It's weird. Like, most people think you gotta eat less to lose weight, but
yeah, it's crazy, man. This is the most food I've ever eaten in my life. Yeah, 450 grams of carbs a day.
That's way more than
Is it?
Yeah, bro. I can't remember mine. I'll do that later. How do you stay motivated to train all the time, bro?
Yeah, that is a hard one. I stay motivated by getting other people to train with me, pretty much. Like I struggle to train by myself, so motivation I always get from other people, whether it's, you know, your high level athlete or just your class, you know, your average class guy. That motivates me. Just have someone there yarning to, you know, working out next to every day.
And last one, bro. What's three tips you would give to someone that wanted to be an elite CrossFitter like yourself, bro? You gotta, you know, make it to regionals, and you know, someone that was up and coming and looking to get to where you are and be successful as you've been. What three tips?
Probably train less. Probably train less would be one of them, just because I think there's been quite an emphasis on volume, and you know, as we saw, I don't know if you saw, Glassman posted a quote the other day. It was, "Don't be impressed by volume, be impressed by intensity." And you know, I've always been of the sense that one of my mantras, actually, think about it, was intensity over volume, man. Like, I'd sometimes, a lot of times, I'd cut half of my training program out, and I'll just hit one or two workouts as hard as I can, with all the intensity that I can, because that's where I get the most benefit, you know. Well, I think everyone else can too. So train less with higher intensity would be one of them. Eat more. Eat more. Don't worry about eating too many carbs.
Yep.
And just have fun. Just don't forget why you started it. I mean, why I started was because I enjoyed training with people. I enjoyed that community, you know. And you being down the back of the class, training by yourself, you know, thinking you're better when you're not, it's just going to hinder your results. So I think train in a group, do classes, do extra stuff on the side as well, you know. Train less with higher intensity, eat more food, and keep on loving it, man.
Me. Oh, bro. Do you have any last thoughts, bro? Do you want to give a shout out to anybody?
Nah, that's all good, bro.
Sweet. Sweet. Thanks for the chat, bro. This is James Connew. Make sure to follow him on Instagram. His links will be in the description below. Make sure to check him out. Watch him this weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. May, is it the 27th?
Yep, 26th, 7th and 8th, bro.
Yeah, 26th, 27th, 28th. Make sure you watch this guy, support him. One of the bros from New Zealand, representing New Zealand. There's three guys going over, representing the fellas, and this guy is one of them. Hopefully, like all of these, pretty much secrets from the top level athletes that he's given us right here.
So Jimmy, bro, I just want to say thanks, man, for giving your time. Appreciate it a lot, brother. Hopefully we
Sweet,
can,
bro.
get this out to some people and help motivate some other people out there to start their CrossFit journey, or be able to help them get better at whatever it is they want to do. But yeah, bro, sweet.
Sweet.
Thanks a lot. We're gonna end off the interview there. Sweet.
And that was the interview. Hope you guys liked it, and if you did, please hit the like button on YouTube and also subscribe as well. Make sure that you took those last 3 points from James and you use it and apply it in your training, and or whatever you like to do. It doesn't have to be training, it can be anything out there, anything to do with being able to perform at a high level. So if you did like this, please like and subscribe on YouTube. Otherwise, I'll see you guys in the next episode. Peace out.
Ross is my name.
I was like, these three dudes, two Maldives and a Samoan fella going over representing us, in CrossFit. So gotta talk to these guys, see what they're all done.
So boys,
Yeah, bro.
hard.
Right.
Yeah, now it's gonna be fucking hectic.